What's up guys, I just got to a new place yesterday which has nothing to do with Hong Kong, completely different guys. I'm gonna work a little bit this morning. I have to research something I want to talk about in this video. I'll catch up with you guys pretty soon. Alright, so I'm done with the work. I reached out to a lot of people, which is going to be pretty interesting to see who replies and what comes out of it. That's going to be pretty cool. And I was kind of in a rush this morning because I got the response for a visa I was asking. And now I have to find pictures myself to print somewhere, I don't know where, and to give them. So I have to find a way to fix that. Which brings me to talk about going to Hong Kong last week. Really made me think about what I wanted to do next and where I wanted to go basically. The thing is, I still have pretty much 2 weeks left after this trip here in Guilin that was organized a long time ago. So I kind of had to decide where to go, what to do exactly. And speaking with people, I started to think about Vietnam as a place to go, which was pretty interesting. A place that I have no idea what it looks like, but that apparently was really, really cool, according to some people I talked to. So I've been applying to get this visa for Vietnam, and it's almost done now. I just have to get pictures. I don't know where to get them. So I'll probably take them myself or something like that, so we'll see. But for now, the next destination is going to be Vietnam. I'm leaving in about 3 days, which is on Monday. And I'm catching a flight on Tuesday, so I'll have a couple of hours to spend somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we'll figure it out. It really feels cool here, having the river on the side and walking on a small street with cars and local stuff on the other side. Really, really local, but I love it. It's pretty, really cool to see. Oh, look at that. This is beautiful. Okay, so I found myself thinking a little bit about the trade I took the past month. All those trades that were all losers, in fact. Basically, the strategy I have works in 2 ways. The first way is going to be I trade it all the time, meaning only looking for one setup and that's it. This is pretty easy. The other way I can look at it is that I trade only at support or resistance level, which makes it a lot more reliable because more buyers and more sellers are at those levels. Now, one thing that I've noticed in the past month is that most of the trade I've taken were all between the two levels, between support and resistance level, which makes it a lot tougher to really take the best trades, right? And those trades that are just taking as setup, that are not at support or resistance level, the win rate is about 50% of the time, which is not that good, and you expect to get 2 to 1 most of the time. Now the ones that support or resistance level, you can get a win rate of, let's say, 80%, which is a big difference. I know people are watching, which is pretty funny. But I'll show you guys what is the solution to this and how I was able to fix this. About 2 weeks ago when I was in Xiamen, I bought those kind of notebooks, really, really small notebooks. And the way I'm going to use them now is I'm going to identify in those notebooks exactly the price I want to trade at, exactly the levels. That makes it really easier because then the only thing I have to do now is not watch the chart, right? The only thing I have to do is really go to my whatever platform, whether it's going to be my cell phone or my computer, and look at those levels. If I see those levels, that price is near those levels, I know that it's time to trade. If not, it's not time to trade for sure. And if I see that this is at a level, right, price is at this level right now, then I'll go to my chart and look at exactly the setup. What is it, right? So then it becomes much more clear. And so I really want to encourage you guys to use something like this. If you're gonna overtrade, if you're gonna take the bad trades, this is making it really easy for you guys to see what to trade, when to trade, and not to make any mistake, right? I know that if I deviate from this, which is kind of my trading plan now, I know that I'm making something wrong and that there's a problem here. So this is really my guideline now. So it's not only about trading strategies sometimes. I know for a fact that most strategies are going to be less reliable if you trade them outside of key levels, outside of daily support resistance or outside of whatever you consider important, outside of pivot point or something like that. So this is really important, guys, and I want to stress it because first month here in traveling, I've been struggling with that a little bit because of the fact that I was taking trades that were not at levels, only because I saw on my, let's say, on my cell phone or on my computer this perfect setup, but not at the zone, right? It makes a big difference here. So I just want to stress that out. That's pretty much what I want to talk about today, guys. I'll keep going around, and this really amazing, it's crazy, guys. Compare this to like Hong Kong, right? It's like another world. Like you would never see this in Hong Kong. Like there's no way. So we'll keep exploring a little bit, and I'll bring you guys with me. Oh, and by the way, it's time to check the chart. So let's find a place. Guys, I've been sitting here in this kind of coffee shop outside. Pretty cool place, I have to admit. And I just saw that one of my trade that I entered this morning, or maybe 2 days ago or something, kind of got stepped out. But the weird thing with that trade is that I'm entering the opposite right now. It's completely the opposite, based on the fact that two setup formed. And I'll show you guys a little bit more on the screen. This is hard to explain, but I'll show you exactly what happened. Alright guys, so this is gonna be a quick explanation of the trade that I was talking about in the video. Basically, it's on AUDJPY, and I'll show you guys quickly. The goal here is not to do a full overview and everything, all the details, because you guys are probably in my academy, a lot of you, and you know exactly what I'm talking about here. But I'll just go quickly over what's important and what's coming up with those two trades right now. So first trade I entered was a breakout trade, and that trade was taken off a 4-hour chart range. Basically, as you guys can see, this range right here, this is what we call a nice consolidation, and then we broke outside of this, made a new high. So what we usually do is we enter above the high, so right here, stop loss below the candlestick that broke out, and we always use with 2 to 1, or at least this amount here of the range, which was done correctly. Now, what you guys are going to see is that this is on a 4-hour chart, but on the daily chart, just today or yesterday, we've had the exact opposite setup, which is another strong setup I'm trading usually, and the internet is really slow now, but really strong setup once again, a Bollinger Band reversal. As you can see, price has been moving upward, coming back, here, same high. So the uptrend is kind of diminishing now. And we broke just a little bit above the breakout we did, and we're coming back within pretty strongly. See how this candlestick is pretty strong. It's a pretty strong reversal signal compared to what we've had before. So usually the setup for this is I enter below the low of the candlestick, stop loss above the high, which is what we've done here, and 2 to 1 reward to risk once again. Now, the reason why I closed the first trade and entered the second trade here is that the second trade is on a higher time frame. So to me, it's going to be more reliable. It's going to be more longer term, in fact, as opposed to the first breakout we've had. And second reason is that if we're going to have a breakout, and if we're going to come back within the range, this range here I'm talking about, well, chances are that we're going to stick in the range, or we're going to go in the opposite direction. Okay, it's a really strong sign. Usually if we're going to come back within the range, we're not going to just push higher after that. It's really rare. Chances are that price is either going to go in the opposite direction, meaning downward, or it's going to consolidate a little bit more. And of course, there's a way of managing profit here. I'm going to take profits at 1 to 1, some profit at 2 to 1. That's how I'm going to manage that trade. So quick explanation here. We'll go back to the video today. The cool thing about this is that I've been able to cut the losses short a little bit, based on the fact that my opposite setup formed. But still there, I'm still waiting to see what's going to be the result of the second trade. So I looked at the chart. This is good. This is done. Time to explore a little bit more, and I'm in an area that's pretty cool. A lot of bikes. All areas are cool here, apparently. But no matter what, there's a lot of bikes and a lot of coffee shops. So a lot of choice here. So that will conclude the video for today, guys. It hasn't been the most interesting day of my life, but I've been through Guilin for the first time, which was pretty interesting so far. I like the area, I like how things are here. So I'll keep exploring tomorrow, and I do have to book some plane tickets tonight, make sure that everything's fine for the visa. Maybe take some pictures of myself for the visa. We'll see how that goes. If you guys like the video so far, give it a like. I would love if you can subscribe if you want to follow my journey and see what I'm doing in the coming weeks. Talking fast, but there's a lot of people coming around, so it's kind of hard to keep focus on the video. But there you go. Alright, that being said, if you guys like the video so far, give it a like. I would love to have you subscribe if you want to follow my journey. If you have any question, any comment, any thought, comment below. I would love to answer and interact with you guys. I'm here for that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Ciao guys.